Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly oracle card reading. And today I am using the Conscious Spirit oracle cards for this reading. And just a quick reminder that my webinar on learning the tarot card meanings is going to be this week, so September 24th, Wednesday night. So if you're interested in getting on that webinar, I'm going to put a link in the About section of this video. The webinar does cost money. It's $25, and you get a PDF full of worksheets and exercises and techniques to try at home. So again, if you're interested, I've got the link in the About section. Okay, so with the first card represents Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. And we have release, number 28, and the affirmation on this card says, I release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. So this is nice. We're stepping into the week, and the message here is release, so letting go. So starting fresh. So really kind of taking stock of, well, basically taking stock of where your energy drains are. Because we all have, you know, things that are sucking our energy, usually kind of small, minor, kind of day-to-day dramas. So just noticing where, you know, your energy gets drained from you, and then seeing if there's any way that you can kind of make some minor adjustments, minor changes, and see if you can let go of anything and release some of those things. So the beginning of the week is about unloading. See if you can unload as much garbage as you can from your life. So this would include kind of, I don't know, time-wasting activities that you do, any kind of sort of mental, emotional patterns that you find feel very heavy or draining to you. It might even be like certain relationships or friendships. You might want to be releasing and kind of letting go of those if it feels like that's what you want to do. But there's many different ways that we can release in our lives. And the beginning of the week looks like a good time for us to do that. Okay, so moving on to the middle of the week. And we've got the Healer, which is a really nice card to come after release. Because once you release, even if it feels good, you do kind of have almost a hole within you when you let go of things. There is an empty space there, and the Healer comes to provide healing to that empty space. And the affirmation on this card says, I am loving and compassionate and able to bring healing to others. Which is funny because when I first saw the card, I thought it meant self-healing, and I think it does. It could mean both. Okay, I just need a minute to tune into this card. Just noticing the woman with the crystal. If you're into crystals, you could really benefit by using crystal energy this week in your meditations and your healings. Even one thing I really like to do sometimes is just sort of lying on my back if I'm, you know, meditating, and putting a quartz crystal either like on my forehead or on my chest. And I find sometimes that really enhances my meditation, so that's just something that you might want to try. I'm going to come back to this card because I feel like there's more I want to say. Oh, just noticing the number 8. That's an infinity symbol, and I feel like healing has to do with infinity. The more we heal, healing is about regeneration, and number 8 is about infinity, and we can't have infinity without regeneration. So the middle of the week is a wonderful time for healing, regeneration, focusing on yourself, and, you know, meditation, things like that. I think I'm going to come back to this card though. Okay, so as we move on to the weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've got number 26, Crown Chakra, and the affirmation on this card says, I know I am part of Source, and my life is guided by divine wisdom. So the crown chakra is kind of one of the most, you know, spiritual well, all the chakras are spiritual, but the crown chakra is about connecting with your spiritual source, and this is about kind of opening to divine guidance and divine energies, and basically kind of feeling at one with the universe. And I don't know if you've ever had that feeling. You know that feeling you get when someone is like playing with your hair, or maybe you're at the hairdresser or something and they're like touching your hair, and you get that sort of like tingly scalp feeling that then like moves throughout your whole body. That's actually your crown chakra being stimulated. And I sometimes get that feeling when I'm getting Reiki or some kind of energy work done on me. So the weekend is about doing things that help you sort of open that crown chakra and help you sort of connect to divine source and divine guidance. So however there's so many different ways that you can do this. You can do this through meditating, simply through intention to be more open, to be open to higher energies specifically. I'm just trying to think of other ways to open the crown chakra. Again, I'm going to say meditating with a quartz crystal, because quartz is a very high vibration stone. And when you meditate holding it, it can help you sort of raise your vibration and connect to some of those higher energies. But essentially, for a lot of us, I think this is going to show up as simply feeling just more of a connection with people and with things and with life in general this weekend. So you're actually going to experience that feeling of oneness. So it's all well and good to talk about being one with everyone and all that, and it all kind of sounds good, but it doesn't really mean anything at all until you actually experience what that feels like. And I think most of us have had kind of glimpses of that. Like I said, when I've experienced Reiki, or I've done Reiki, I've had that feeling. And then, sometimes when I'm meditating, I might get that for a brief, a brief little flash, a brief moment. But yeah, so this weekend is definitely about sort of getting more spiritual. So I'm just gonna take a step back and look at all these cards together and see if I notice any themes. It's interesting because I feel like this whole spiritual piece that I just talked about, it's not really possible until you do the releasing, because when you release, you let go of a lot of attachments, you let go of a lot of, energy drains, and that really frees you up. If you're bogged down with stuff, if you're bogged down with your own ego, with your own expectations and ideas, it's very hard to get to this sort of spiritual place of feeling, a divine sense of connection or divine wisdom. So this first initial step of release is a really important thing. I feel like for many of us, this is about releasing resentment of others and releasing expectations of others, and also releasing expectation of ourselves. I feel like those things kind of jump out at me. And then we get to the realm of the healer, which I love how there's like a big huge bear on this card. I just think this is one of my favorite cards in the deck, actually. I really like this one. So we get to the realm of the healer, and I almost feel like some of us could benefit from some shamanic stuff. So either shamanic journeying, shamanic healing, that might be something worth looking into for you. So the middle of the week is primarily about healing, and this is going to really set you up for sort of exploring more spiritual areas of consciousness and consciousness exploration on the weekend. So that has been your oracle card reading. Please feel free to add your own interpretation of these cards and your own insights and suggestions. I love reading your suggestions and your insights. Basically, I just wish you a wonderful week. It looks like an exciting, intense week for us. And if you're interested in learning more about reading tarot or oracle cards, you can check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. So thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely week.